Hello. I was just about to say good morning because I do so many of my streams in the morning. But that is not this time. It is 3 in the afternoon. I thought I would try something different. I haven't streamed, like I said, I haven't streamed not in the morning. So here we are. The light is beautiful. It's a sunny day. I should be outside, and instead here I am making another zine. So the other thing that I did today is I posted my first, technically my first YouTube video. It's this one right here called 5 Lessons This Practice Can Change Your Life. It's about morning pages because I've just picked up the habit again, but morning pages is this habit I've been doing for like 15 years now. It's unbelievable how long I have been doing morning pages. It's funny because when I was planning this video, I was thinking, oh, it was 2012, because that was the first time I actually read the book. I remember this because it was the summer that I came home to the West Coast. And I was living with my friend, and I found it on her bookshelf, and I read it. The first time I read the book, not the first time I did the book, though. I didn't actually do the full 12 weeks until 2017. I was going through my archives, and I found all of my writing from that time. So the first time I actually did it was 2017. The first time I read it was 2012. But the first time I actually really started writing morning pages was 2010, which is nearly 15 years ago now. It's so long ago. And I've just returned to the practice again in the last couple weeks. It was actually my friend Elizabeth sent me a podcast that Julia Cameron was on because Julia Cameron has a new book. She is amazing. She just keeps writing. I don't want to say the same book because that's not fair to her. But she is the master of her niche, right? She keeps treading this same path, but she does it in different ways. She takes like different angles on it, and that's what's so brilliant about her. So this new one is all about spirituality. Really interesting. Talking about like how do you use morning pages to really connect with the world, to connect with, what you call your spirit. But on this podcast, it was, let me see if I can remember. I think it's a Slate podcast. And it was quite a while ago now. But I mean, a couple months ago, right? A couple months. And they asked her, how do you write your morning pages? And she was like, I just use a regular Uniball pen, Uniball gel pen, and 8.5 by 11 paper. That's all she does. Nothing special. That's part of what's so amazing. So my video that I just posted is 5 lessons from morning pages. And I was thinking, and I've been thinking, while I've been thinking about making this video, it's kind of like a zine, this video, because all of my zines start with lists. That's how I make everything. I start with a list, right? And when you make a zine, let's switch over. When you make a zine, it's like making a list for each page, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What are you going to put on each page? So I started thinking maybe today's zine will be a companion zine to this video that I just made. And then, here, let's switch over to craft. So you can see this is the script that I wrote. This is the script that I wrote for my video. And of course, it's not exactly what got put into the video. I definitely cut some of it. But I was thinking, well, I could just turn this into a zine. It's already written. But then I started to feel bad because that is not the spirit of this exercise. The spirit of this exercise is to make something from scratch, to sit down with you, with the internet, and to show you how I make something from the very beginning, from the very first idea. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into craft, and here at the bottom, and this zine is going to be 5 more lessons. 5 more. Because there's so much to say about morning pages. I mean, look at Julia. She's written over the last 30 years. Artist Way is 30 years old, which I didn't know when I started making this video. Amazing. In the last 30 years, she's written like 30 books. And so much of it is about the practice of morning pages. It's about just write. Just start writing. It's all you have to do. So I have, let's look at the 5 lessons. Number 1 is that it's hard. It's so hard to write 3 pages most days, especially right now. Right now, I'm usually writing 1 or 2. A good day is 3. An okay day is 2. If I write 1, I'm happy with myself. At the moment right now, that's all I can do. Number 2 is that writing begets writing. The more that you write, the more that you write. It's really that simple. You just have to get started, and then you'll keep going. So a lot of the times, what I'll do is I'll write to the end of the page, and then of course, I'm not finished my sentence. There's still more to go. I have no more space. Go to the next page, and you got to fill that page, right? There's something that compels you, makes you keep going. Number 3 is that you get ideas. Morning pages are generative, so it's where everything goes. Everything starts with morning pages. Just like everything starts with lists. I mean, I write lists in my morning pages. Morning pages are freeing. In my video, I say that morning pages is the kind of therapy. Absolutely is. It's a big part of her books. And morning pages are meditation. I find that when I really get into it, I'm really just moving my hand. That's all I'm doing. And then I have number 6, which is the bonus lesson, which it's okay to take a break. Please let yourself take a break. So instead of taking the same thing that I put into my video, because you can go watch that and get all of it. And it's very short. It's 4 minutes. I'm going to try to make all of my videos less than 5 minutes. That's my goal, because I really want to do it weekly. And I'm really going to try to do it as short as possible. As the videos as short as possible, but also the time that I spend on the videos as short as possible, because I am a perfectionist. I am a procrastinator. I will keep doing something until it is perfect, which is actually, here we go. Maybe that's our first one more. Morning pages. So morning pages break my perfectionism. Yes. Morning pages is an exercise in not being perfect. So one of the reasons that I haven't made YouTube videos before this is because I am a perfectionist. I'm also terrified of being perceived. That is one thing. Which is why, so the whole reason I started streaming is to get myself more comfortable on camera. Because it's not the talking. The talking is easy. I'm a school teacher. I do this all the time. But the talking on camera, and you'll notice I cannot stop looking at my face on the screen. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at my face. I have to keep reminding myself to look up so that I'm making eye contact with you. So morning pages break my perfectionism. Morning pages force me to just do something, to make something and stop worrying about it. So let's write that. They force me to make something, not to worry about it. I'm just going to write notes to myself in craft. Because if you've watched any of my other streams, oh, and also, by the way, while we're looking at the internet here, you can watch my old streams. I've edited them down, so they're much, much shorter. You can see this one, the MASH one, is 31 minutes. 32, technically. So if you've missed any of my old streams, if you're curious about how this usually goes, I've got a bunch up there. All right. So, as I was saying, I like to write in the actual text field. Because if I write in the text field, then I'm writing for the space, and I know exactly what's going to fit. I'm not copying and pasting into the page, which is kind of what I feel like if I made a zine with this, that's what it would be like. It would just be copying and pasting. And that's not, like I said, that's not the spirit of the thing. So number two does it for you. Number two, they're ephemeral. They go away. So ephemeral was a word that I wrote down. I wrote down a couple words right before the stream, like 5 minutes. I was thinking about it. And I had this word ephemeral. So one of the things that I say in the video is that I am a documentarian. I am an archivist at heart. I keep everything. I have my blogs all the way back to 2002 when I started. I have all my LiveJournal archives. I've got Tumblr archives. I've got my whole Twitter archive. I have all my notebooks going back to 1999. I have a couple things from before that, but my actual regular notebooks is 1999. I keep everything. And morning pages, technically I keep them too, but I don't really look at them. So it's almost as if they're gone. Right? Right now they're in a box over there. They're in a box on my shelf, but I don't go back and read them that often. But they're there if I need it. That's kind of how I feel about it. So the word I wrote down was morning pages are ephemeral. They don't have to last forever. And sometimes I just throw them out. You know, sometimes they don't make the box. They just get recycled. In a fit of tidying, I just pick up all the paper and recycle it. And that's okay because, actually, here's another good word. Morning pages are repetitive. I write the same things over and over and over again. Not everything, but the same topics come up. And every time you write it, you get yourself a little bit further, a little deeper, right? You start to chip away, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Writing the same topics forces you a little deeper each time. And then the other word I wrote down is morning pages are hopeful. And I think this is a good ending one, because it's very philosophical. Morning pages are how I process the past, but also how I plan. Ooh, plan is good too. Morning pages are planning. Meaning that I plan in my pages. And even if that's just for like the day, like what am I going to do today? I sit down because I do like doing them in the morning. Not first thing. I'm sorry, Julia, but I don't do it first thing. But I do them in the morning. Even if my morning is noon. You know, I work afternoon hours. So my schedule is a little bit different. So morning pages are planning. Getting ready for the day. And the future. Because morning pages are also hopeful. Morning pages is about processing the past and I want to say planning for the future. Doesn't really matter that I'm repeating myself here because these are just notes. I'm gonna write the real words later. All right. So those are the ideas. I like the idea of doing 5 more, even though I'm a little bit worried because this zine has 8 pages, which means I have to fill 3 more, which I'm just looking at the web captioner and it doesn't know how to spell zine. Oh, there you go. You got it right. I saw Zeen before. Yeah, I got confused by that too, by me spelling. All right, let's get into pages then. Let's get into this. So first thing we're going to do is the first thing we always do, which is save. And I like to put the date. It is May 21. And I'm going to call this, I want to call this Sunday Zine even though it's Saturday. I'm just going to call it morning pages though. Let's do that. And then we're going to get rid of this border. So the reason that this template has a border is because it's a template that I put up online, or it's part of a template that I put up online for people to download. In fact, let me show you. Let's look at the internet again. Internet. There we go. Let me see. It's on GitHub. It's called Congenial Telegram. So the story is, when I had this idea to post some templates that people could use, I opened up a new repository on GitHub, and what GitHub does is it gives you suggestions for names. And the very first suggestion was Congenial Telegram. And I just thought that was absolutely perfect for print publishing. So I kept it. So, how can I see the things? How can I see the things? There we go. Templates. So, now you can see the templates, but you can't see me. That's okay. OBS is weird with the sizing and the spacing. I haven't quite figured it all out yet. It's still a work in progress. So most of these are Pages templates, because Pages is what I've been using. And you can see the PDF print version of the mini zine template is actually filled in. It has like pictures and words in it. I think it's very cool. It's like let me show you. I mean, that's the great thing about streaming. I can just show you this stuff, right? Pages. Sorry. It's no. Wait, what are you doing? There we go. There we go. Okay, we figured it out. We got it. So this is the template that you can download. You can download it and open it in Pages, and then you can fill in, just replace all of this text, and you can see the margins are already in there. And the pagination, so you know what you're doing. Plus, it's got some instructions as well too, and some hints. Page 4, you can see some ideas for zines. Document a week of your outfits, your meals, all the dogs that you saw. Write about your favorite albums, movies, and books. That is something that I have done. My last zine, the last zine I did on stream, was the 3 albums I've been listening to on repeat during the pandemic. So you can go to GitHub, search my name, I guess, to find me there. Or you can, I don't know, maybe can you search Congenial Telegram? You might be able to do that too. Yeah, Jess Driscoll. Congenial Telegram. You can download all these templates. Start making your own zines. It's not that hard. I am here. That's what I'm doing here. I'm showing you how easy it is. So that is a long-winded way of saying that's why I have the borders. That's why we have the borders. And that's why one of the first things we do is get rid of the borders. All right, so this is the cover, and this is the back cover, which is 2 pages. So, in fact, it's not gonna take that long, or that much to fill. Because if you think about it, page 1, I could do an intro. So we could do something like morning pages is a practice created by Julia Cameron. This is just like basic intro stuff, right? In her 1992 book, The Artist's Way. I've been practicing morning pages since 2010. And that's really only my formal practice. Like when I actually really started calling them morning pages, because I have always been a free writer. You know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at the title that we gave this thing. Morning pages dot pages. I could just call it morning dot pages. Like it's a URL. That would be really funny. All right. Do we have space to give like an actual morning pages is 3 longhand with pen and paper, 8.5 by 11 size. I just want to let people know it's okay. It's okay to not do it in the morning. You can still call it morning pages. For a really long time in my 20s, and that sounds so weird, but for a really long time I did it like the last thing before I went to bed, and then I had the weirdest dreams because of it. It was 750 words. So 750words.com is a website which is where I started doing my morning pages. And because it's a website, it cuts off exactly at midnight. So if you don't get your pages done before midnight, it resets to the new day and you lost your streak. So I would do it like 10 minutes before midnight just to get it in. And sometimes I made it and sometimes I didn't. Julia suggests writing first thing in the morning, but for me, daily is good enough. But even then, I don't do it daily. Like, for example, I have a date stamp that I use. And I missed yesterday. I didn't do my pages yesterday. So, and I noticed that because I had to forward the stamp 2 days. How about just any time is good enough? For me, any time is good enough. As long as I'm writing. I want to say something about how this is like a companion to the video, but I'm wondering if maybe that's better for the last page, the back cover. So again, if you've seen one of my streams before, you know that my back cover is usually where I put the credits. So it'll be something like, this zine was written and designed on Twitch. Nope. By, or how about we say, by Jess Driscoll on a Twitch live stream on May 21, 2022. Should we just say written and then say it was designed in Pages? Is the companion or a companion? What do you think? Companion to the YouTube video. 5 lessons. It's not technically called 5 lessons from Morning Pages, but there's a better title than what the YouTube title is, because YouTube is such a weird platform. You have to do things to get people to click. So I titled my video, "This practice will change your life," or "This practice can change your life," which like feels like clickbait. Hello, the real salties in the chat. Welcome in. I hope that you're learning something about zines today. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna put the link. Should I put the link? I like to print my zines. I'm wondering, is it weird to print a URL? I mean, I've done it before. All right, let's look at this title. Yes, title text. So far I haven't changed the font. I haven't changed the typeface. Usually, well, actually, on these streams, usually I don't. Usually I forget to. I don't know why. So I'm going to call it 5 more. That's my idea. 5 more. Yep. What kind of picture do you think we should put on the front? A book seems boring. Maybe a pencil. I've been, yeah. Ooh, maybe the nib. I like the fountain pen nib. I got way too many windows. That one of the things, can we real talk for a second here? One of the things I hate about streaming is how many windows you have to have open to keep everything going. It is wild. Now I fully understand why people get 2 monitors. I get it. I have the biggest, well, okay, I don't know if it's the biggest anymore. I bought it at the beginning, well, I bought it before the pandemic. I bought it in February 2020. And it's 27 inch iMac. And I still feel like I'm constantly, because, I just lost the chat behind the window. I didn't see the chat. All right, I think I'm going to turn this. Do we do a jaunty angle? Maybe. Is that, yeah. Yeah. 5 more lessons? Do we do that? Five more lessons. Yeah, I don't like it being centered like that. I don't want it to be so far down. You give it some space. That's too much space, I think. No, I think that's got to be higher. It's a game of inches. Making zines is a game of inches. So I think we want to change this font. I do not like it. I do not like it big and it looks too heavy to me, heavy and angular. I want something nice. No. Not that nice. That's too nice. That's too nice. Maybe something like that. It's also angular. I know I just said that. Maybe something rounded. That's very elementary school, isn't it? I don't know. I don't have an idea off the top of my head. I have a couple. I'm just trying out a couple that are my current favorites. That's definitely better. I kind of feel like I want something rounded. Maybe that. Ooh. What do I think of that one? Kind of like that, huh? Oh, save. Save. Don't forget to save. What if we did that same font on the inside? It's called Solway. Ooh, that's so pretty. I like that. Let's save. This is a font that I definitely downloaded from Google Fonts. I downloaded a bunch of them, just threw them in there. But I don't think I've used this one before. It's really nice. I like the roundiness. Let's do, here are 5 more lessons. 5 more lessons from 15 years of morning pages. That's not going to fit. From 5 more. Is that going to fit? No. Maybe I say any time is good enough for me. I'm just being really careful of those bottom margins. If we're going to go to that page, then let's go with writing morning pages. Mm, 15. I'm saying 15. It's not technically. It's 12. Should I say 12? Let's be specific. From 12 years of writing morning pages. It's not as, it's not as, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's not symmetrical. It's nice to have those big numbers. And 12 is a weird number to celebrate. All right. So now we go back to craft. Look at which one is first. Maybe ephemeral. Do ephemeral, then no, okay. So, here, let's start with the one I know. I know I want hopeful to be the last one. And the great thing about that is that we know where the last page is. I've completely lost pages. This is another thing. I've lost pages on my desktop. There it is. So right here. So this is number 5. Morning pages are hopeful. I'm looking at that. Man, that's a lot of space to fill. Do I have that much to say? Let's start with morning pages help you plan. And morning pages are repetitive. What else? Perfectionism, the perfectionism one, yes. Ephemeral. Three, morning pages are ephemeral. Number 4, morning pages break my perfectionism. Is break the right word? I am not sure. I don't know if I want to keep the center. Keep the centering. Keep the text centered. I don't know what I'm saying. But if I don't write that much, center. So the reason why it centers is because center looks really good if you don't have a lot. But if you do have a lot, I like to align it all to the top. That is my preference. The back page, though, I think I'm going to keep the back page. let's look at let's look at the URL. Maybe the URL isn't that weird. I mean, it is weird. All URLs are weird. Copy link. Yeah. Look at that. All URLs look weird. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. And here's the thing. Is somebody really going to type that into their browser? Type that into their URL window? I don't know. Okay. Morning pages help you plan. Let's do this. Let's write. This is the part of the video where I write, and sometimes I don't talk when I'm writing, and I apologize for that. I don't know. I know that a lot of other writers on Twitch, they'll play music while they're writing. That's a very good idea. But I don't do like long sessions of writing. Something I've noticed on Twitch that writers do on Twitch is they'll do like writing sprints. So they'll like time it. And it's like, okay, we're going into a sprint, and then, you know, it's music for the next 15 minutes while they're just like head down writing. Zines, though, because they're so short, I write them in little bursts. So I write, then I talk, I'm thinking out loud, do a little more writing. Morning pages help you plan. When I manage to write them first thing in the morning. Okay. I'm wondering if maybe... Oh, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. How do I stop it from doing that? Yeah, how do I stop it from... Okay, let's do this. And let's do this. And turn it off. Yeah, okay, there we go. Perfect. And then put some space. So you might have... Yeah, that menu is behind my head on the screen. It's called bullets. Bullets and lists. And if you go in there, you can select none. And it takes away the formatting. But I like that. I like making it like it's a little title and then having a paragraph of writing underneath it. So then how do I make it do that? Then that's not automatically doing it. That's funny. Is it because I said none? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So then how do I... Is it only going to do it because it's the number 1? Then I don't want the formatting. No. I want the number. I don't want the formatting. There we go. Morning pages are repetitive. But there's got to be a big but about why this is a positive thing and not just a rumination thing. If I could do this in one sentence, then these 2 pages, 1 and 2, would be aligned, and that would be perfect. Maybe I end each one with morning pages help me think my way out. Yeah. Not quite. It's not quite aligned. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Morning pages are ephemeral. Are you getting some of those good ASMR typing sounds? Yeah, I think we're going to realign these. I don't love it. I might let's look. What do we think? Is that nice? Maybe one more return brings it more center. All right, morning pages break my perfectionism. Well, again, I'm thinking, is there a better way to say this? Is this how I want to say it? Save. Every time that I look up at the top of the window and I see that edited word, I remind myself to save. Let that be a reminder to you. Save your work. So I think we're going to change the alignment of this one as well, too. Make it look nice. Morning pages break my perfectionism. Do I want to start with an I? I mean, that's the great thing about zines. Zines are personal. It's all about you. You. I am a lifelong perfectionist, procrastinator. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I knew that I was a procrastinator. I never knew that I was a perfectionist. I didn't know how they were connected until I was in my 30s. Learning that has really made me aware of what I do and how I do it. Which is why I uploaded that video this morning. I've been thinking about it for weeks, maybe less than 2 months, but more than 1 month. I wrote the script. Well, can we see that in craft? Can we see when this was created? Created 1 week ago. So I wrote it. Oh, that's right. I was thinking I would film last week. I did 3 takes. 3 on 3 different days is what I mean. Not just like this morning. I did 3 different filming sessions. Plus B-roll. B-roll on top of that. But then this morning was number 3. Take number 3. Did I do it before or after my breakfast? I can't remember now. I think it might have been before I ate breakfast. After coffee, before breakfast, I got dressed. I sat down. I filmed that video. I edited that video. Like I said, it's very short. It's less than 4 minutes. And I just posted it. I didn't let myself overthink it. I mean, I'm absolutely terrified. It has 4 views right now. At least one of those is me. But I am still absolutely terrified about having that video online. Which is wild, right? Why can I do this so much easier than I can do a YouTube video? What is that about? Maybe that's what my next video should be about. The differences between streaming and filming. That would be interesting. Put it on the list. All right. I'm a lifelong perfectionist, procrastinator. But morning pages forces me to let go of being perfect in exchange, but I don't think that's right. Maybe let's go. Instead, I write what? I write garbage. I mean, it is true. Oh, I write whatever comes out of my brain. And it's okay. Because no one is going to read it. Morning pages are hopeful. Now, this is the most philosophical one. It's not about planning for the future. It's about now I've forgotten. I'm looking at the bottom. I've forgotten that I was going to end every paragraph with morning pages help me. I'm wondering if maybe I should change it. this way. No. But through the writing, I can think my way out. Morning pages are hopeful. Hopeful. I'm not going to start it with I. Let's start it a different way. Writing helps me. Let's stick with me, not you. Yeah, let's out of my head. It's something I've learned from especially people who write personal essays online, is that idea of who is the you? Who is the one? Who is the people? You know? Don't make generalizations. So, they help me plan. Writing what? Writing is like dreaming. Man, this is really getting philosophical. In my morning pages, I'm not only planning my day, I'm planning my future. I'm daydreaming. The words are daydreams. And hopes to make them real. That is some poetic ass shit. Okay. Is it done? It's kind of a quick one, huh? Oh, that's more than an hour. We've been here more than an hour. But, you know, I rambled on a lot at the beginning. This might be done. The test, though, is the test to see if it's done is to print it. So let's save and then import. No, export. Sorry. Export to PDF. And then print. Okay. The margins are off. I can see that. We're going to go to layout. Yeah, indents are only 3. I want them to be 5. The right one, we're going to keep it at 3 though. Because that one is just the edge of the paper, not the inside. The inside margins are probably fine. The inside margins are fine. I know that they're fine. So let's export again. Take a look. Looks good. I'm gonna look at my printer back there. There we go. There we go. 5 more lessons. I forgot. Apologies. I forgot to set up a screen so you can watch me fold. Last time I set up my camera, my phone, so I could use the camera face down. What am I trying to say? Top down. So then you can watch me fold. This is called a hot dog zine because you fold it the way that a hot dog is, lengthwise. But the truth is that you also fold it like a hamburger. So they should really call it a picnic zine, because it's a hot dog and a hamburger. This is what you want it to look like. So you fold it like this, then you open. Then you fold it like this. And then each of these gets folded to the center, like this. And then you cut. And the part you're going to cut is just this part. Don't cut this part. Only this part. See? So it's like this. Then you fold it down. Fold it flat. Fold it up like a book. Fold those inside pages so it opens and closes really nicely. There we go. Five more lessons from morning pages. Looks good. We did it. One more zine for 2022. It's been a while. I was a little rusty. I was a little worried. But we did it. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And like I said, you can watch. Oh. Where am I? You can watch the video on my YouTube channel. And you can watch all the other zine videos as well, too. And you can watch this one, hopefully, tomorrow or Monday. I don't know when exactly I'm going to edit it. These ones take a little longer. This is an hour and 10 minutes now. I'm going to edit it down into something watchable. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for motivating me to make this zine today. And I hope I will see you next week. Bye.